to see you all in our workshop. It's a workshop about Biomapper. My name is Tony. I'm a developer in Humanode. I'm the one of those developers who actually work on Biomapper. I will tell you about the problem that we have. Just a brief explanation, actually. I'll talk about what is Biomapper, how to integrate with Biomapper, and how does it works, and what use cases could we have. The problem is, of course, the Sybil attacks. People can have as many wallets as they like, and if your DApp or your smart contract doing something that you don't want to be Sybil attacked, then you will need something that can help you. So what is a Biomapper? Biomapper is a tool on Humanode chain, Humanode EVM chain specifically. This tool will map your biometrics with an Ethereum address. All the biometrics are privately stored in CVM, confidential virtual machine. And by doing so, Biomapper can protect against Sybil attacks. Let's dive right into it. On-chain, a part of the Biomapper, is a 2 smart contracts. Well, it's actually 5 smart contracts, but let's focus on these 2. The main smart contract is called Biomapper. Biomapper smart contract will take it will map your biometrics with your address. It has a public interface that you can use to integrate with it. Let's have a look. That's a really small interface with one function, and this function is as simple as it could possibly be. This function is called isUnique. It takes an address, it returns Boolean true if this account is biomapped, false if not. This interface and this smart contract will be suitable for those dApps who just wants to check the biomapped status right here and now. Airdrops. Airdrops will be absolutely fine with this interface. But if you need something more complicated, we have Biomapper log smart contract. Biomapper log, well, logs all the biomappings in all Biomapper generations. Because our how to say, we don't store the biometric data for too long. This is just architectural stuff. And from time to time, we will change these generations, and all the data from Biomapper smart contract will be removed, but not from Biomapper log. So Biomapper log will help you with a long-lived dApps and contracts that are required to see all the data from multiple generations, potentially. And for this, we have iBiomapper log read interface. Let's have a look on how to work with this nice thing. I have a very simple example that doesn't do nothing, actually. We take the, like we want to use our interface, so we need an interface, �Biomapper log read, and we need a construct address. After that, we can take the pointer on our current generation and loop through all generations, because all generations in Biomapper log contract are in doubly linked list. So we can take our generation using this function. We will look at them a little bit closer, a little bit later. And we can just ask to have the pointer on previous generation. And this pointer will be either a block number in which the transaction that changed the generation occurred, or it will be 0 because the solidity and all uninitialized values are default values. So if we see the 0 here, we're gonna break from the cycle. So let's have a look into the interface itself. The function generation set is one of the functions you will need to integrate with Biomapper log. It will return the block number in which current generation started, in which the transaction changed the generations. After that, we can use generations list item function, which returns you the generation structure. Generation structure contains the pointer on previous generation and on the next generation. With this little function, we can do whatever we want with Biomapper log. This is all you need, actually. This function is generation biomapping. It will take the account you want to check and the pointer on generation you want to check. And you will get the block number in which this account biomapped in this generation, and you will have 0 if there was not such biomappings. Let's talk actually about the biomappings structure. This interface has all the same functions for biomappings, and you could use them, but you don't actually need to use them, but you can. So how does Biomapper checks the how does it mapped biometrics with accounts? It has a function which takes the 𝐤𝐧𝐨 signature and the some hash called biotoken. We will talk a little bit more about by a token later. What does this great function do? This function will firstly, it will check the signature. So the Biomapper actually can work with the contract, can work with anything that will give him a nice, correct signature, but without some biometrics in the signature. We can call it mapper. After checking the signature, it will check that bio token is unique. It will check that the sender of this transaction has unique address. If everything is fine, it will store the account address and the bio token. And then it will emit an event, basically. So let's talk about this signature, because for this mapper to be biomapper, the signature will need to be something with biometrics, right? And we have it. We'll have a CVM, confidential virtual machine, that will take your biomapper, your biometric data. It will check the liveness in this data. It will match this data against all other. It will match your face against all other faces to see if this face is a brand new face for the system or not. This biometric data is stored with some identifiers, and should it find your face, it will give that identifier the data stored with, or just will generate a new identifier and save your biometric data with this new identifier. And then when you click a button that you allow the CVM to give this identifier to Biomapper, the Biomapper, its backend part, will take this identifier, and it will store this identifier in hashed form, and this hashed form from this point will be called biotoken. And this biotoken and account that you choose will be sent into something called sign-in server. Sign-in server will create a signature. Sign-in server has a private key. This private key is unique for the generation. When generation changes, a new private key is generated also. And the public key of this sign-in server key is used to initialize the Biomapper contract for each generation, of course. So, what use cases can we talk about? We can use Biomapper to have the airdrop contracts that will airdrop 𝐤𝐧𝐨-𝐸 of your choosing to each person one time, preventing the Sybil attacks. Just try to imagine what will happen have you not have this feature. So no more KYCs. Your biometrics inside the Biomapper is tied to nothing because identifiers is not actually tied to this biometric data. It's completely private, and here you don't need to know nothing about a person, but that this person is alive and unique. LP stakings. We do actually have an example of LP staking using Biomapper called BioStaker. BioStaker actually utilizes Biomapper log contract. It goes through all generations. If I'm not wrong, we have one generation change inside, like in a lifetime of BioStaker, so it has 2 generations. It can have as many generations as you like. Game economies, you can create games, Web3, everyone likes it. And each character can be you can actually have one person to have to force them to have one game account, which can be helpful. I can see a question. If I'm to explore and build something with Biomapper, how hard it is to implement it? It can be as simple or as complicated as you need it, because the simplest case is just one function. You need an interface, a contract address, everything is in our SDK. And you can just use this function, and you don't actually need nothing else. The other question is, how does decentralized cryptographically secure biometric verification differ from traditional biometric solutions in terms of protecting user privacy and security? Well, first of all, if it is on blockchain, then we automatically have all its it is already secure. It is already transparent to everyone. It is already can't be tampered by no one. and the blockchain infrastructure is a unique infrastructure in terms of what applications are already on blockchain. So they could use this decentralized cryptographically secure biometric verification, but they can't use traditional biometric solutions like from the box. I think is the best use case of Biomapper. I think the best use case will be actually airdrops, because I can easily think of many companies, developers who could implement their ERC20 and that they want to distribute them evenly for real people. So I think airdrops are the main potential use case. The question, does one need to have smart contracts knowledge before interacting with the Biomapper logs contracts? Well, I think yes. Well, let's put it like this. You either you already write in a smart contract, and you could integrate with Biomapper or Biomapper log here and now. And if you are working with some like some DApp and you don't actually have some smart contracts, which is quite exotic for me, but okay. That's just regular smart contracts. You can like you can work with them like you prefer to work with Web3 in general. Do you have any working solution to handle biomapping of people who have twins? That's a great question. And who also want to be biomapped as a different person. Like our biometric provider that we're using is, I think, currently the best that we could have. But yes, it's still just neural networks. We can have problems with identical twins, and we cannot do something with this. This process is automated. We just can't like manually check that you have a twin and add you to the system. Neural network said that you are the same person, and I'm sorry to hear this, but there is nothing we can do. In the world of today, most is not a question. I'm going from that. Yeah, I will. Okay. In the world of today, most anti-Sybil protocols out there actually are about proof of how much one is willing to spend, like 𝐇𝐚-mint, an NFT, or hold the minimum amount of token. Well, Biomapper actually usually facial verification. What I would like to know is what you are doing to put Biomapper out there to replace this old way of anti-Sybil, which most of the times favors whales. Oh, that's a hard question. Let's see. What we're doing to put Biomapper on there to replace. I don't know. I'd like to know it too. Like, it is Web3 out of the box. It is a smart contracts, but I think we should save this question for the next fireside. Tony is the one behind Humanode nonlinear LP staking. That's true. The staking mechanism is using Biomapper tech. Can you explain more about this to our users, please? Sure. Our nonlinear LP staking, or as I call it, biostaking, is a smart contract. So it utilizes Biomapper right how I showed you, like this loop for generations, etc. It is exactly like the same. Best taker, like best taker without Biomapper is just taker. And what it could do, it allows you to stake some tokens, LP tokens, but it actually doesn't care. So any tokens, and your proportions are calculated, and you will have the portion of reward tokens which are calculated each block. Like you can have the your part of these tokens if and when, but okay, not when, if you were biomapped for some amount of blocks. Actually, like if when you biomapped, you can deposit some tokens, and your reward will be calculated, okay? And when you are no longer biomapped, i.e. on generation change, you are no longer eligible for a reward. And then when you are re-biomapped again in a new generation, you're also eligible for rewards. Yes. Oh, what do I have here? Were you the one creating the staking formula? Which one? Like the x to the power of 3 quarts? No. Some users really try to do the mathematical calculations manually. Oh, I did it too. Most popular anti-Sybil used in airdrops are GitPass and Galaxy Passport, but really if one looks at this, it's basically about just spending money to mint the badge. Some airdrops require you to hold some ETH or BNB and etc. All this basically I'm just saying. Oh, I can't read it all. I will read it later. And it's about time to start our practice part. Oh, yes, Fiona, that's this formula. No, I think this formula isn't even complicated. Uh, okay, some insight information for you, just for LOLs. We actually take the x, multiply it by x, multiply it by x, and takes the square root twice. That's the formula. So, what is a practice part? Thank you, Fiona, for handling this kind of stuff. Interacting with Humanode Biomapper, walking through the Biomapper SDK, demonstrating the creation of simple smart contract using Biomapper. Sure. That's what we will do. Here I have like on the CMD. Well, not on CMD. You will need to have some IDE to do the same stuff as I do, or you can just look. By the way, did you see my screen fine? Nice. Here I have just 𝐓𝐻𝐻𝐸 init, so I can make some contracts right here. Let's call this contract. This is matrix. Oh, okay. Solidity contracts. Let's steal something like this, and actually steal something like this. So it will not unlicensed. Okay. We want to have a contract. We want to use our biomapper. So Biomapper SDK /core. Do I have here? Oh, thanks out completion. Don't worry, I will do it myself. So have some smart contracts. What do we want to do now is to use our biomapper. What contract do we want to do here? Let it be actually airdrop, because why not? Bio airdrop. Nice. If it is an airdrop, then it should have some _20. Let's see, what do we have here? So we'll take the 𝐼-𝐸RC20 and save 𝐸RC20 from OpenZeppelin to use 𝐸RC20. We need to take the 𝐸RC20 tokens from somewhere. 𝐸RC20 public, because why not? Let's see. Let's call it airdrop token. And we need to have some mappings of people who already get this airdrop, because the main function will be something like function like claim. No arguments, public. So let's create a mapping. From address to Boolean. Let's call it already claimed. Is it possible to make your screen a little bigger? Oh, sorry. Is it possible? Indeed. Let's write a constructor. What should it take? We need this address. We need like this. And I think I need to specify the types. Drop token is address this, address that. Yeah, sure. Feel free to post your questions. I want to have this like dynamic and have your feedback. So please, I will check this from time to time. So let's write the constructor. I have airdrop token address, and we need this thing. The thing is IERC20 from this address. We'll take the address. We cast it into the actual interface of ERC20. And the same thing with our Biomapper address. Like our Biomapper is I check uniqueness for this address. I'll take the address, we cast the address, we get what we need. What do we want? What do we need to write to claim these tokens? First of all, we should check that the person who is claiming this this token is a unique person. Is the sound back? I guess. I hope so. Let's require that this person who claims, which can be accessed via MSG sender, is not in the list of already claimed addresses. if this is not true, we actually require that they is not on this list. We require that this person is not already claimed. Good. Sounds about right. We also require that this person, message sender, is not that they are biomapped. So Biomapper is unique, and address that we need to check is a message sender. That's it. This one line of code is our integration of Biomapper. And here we need to write something like to send this person some tokens. How much tokens? Berkeley. Now it's gone again. What IDE are you using, Tony? I used Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Now let's see how to take like this. So our token. Token vault is IDE reference Visual Studio. Not just Visual Studio, because Visual Studio is like 10 plus gigabytes of something you don't actually need. It's Visual Studio Code. This is important. Save transfer from, but I forgot to activate it. Using save ERC20 for ERC20. Now we have this function from to value. From this from this contract to message sender. How much? How is specified. After this, yeah, this is less code. Now we need to add the user that has already claimed their tokens to the mapping. Already claimed for message sender. And message sender is true. And this function do something. So let's have an event. Link address, and we can emit this event. For message sender. So what do we have here? We require that message sender, i.e. the person, the account who made this transaction, is not already claimed. And after the claim, they are already claimed. Good. We require, and just listen to the recording later. We require that message sender as an account is unique. And we set this, we emit the event. This should already be working, very basic, very simple smart contract for making airdrops. So tell me, Fiona, was it hard to integrate? What do you think now? Because all the other code is just a code of airdrop contract. And this one line of code is about the Biomapper integration. How much time? Okay, now let's have a look to our Biomapper SDK. Maybe deploy? Oh, we can. Why not? Okay, let's deploy the stuff. I don't have no scripts for deploying, so let's deploy it via Remix, I guess. Yes. Why not? we will need our smart contract, and we will also need the Biomapper. Biomapper SDK, unique now, right? I don't have mock here, but I do have mock here. I think it would be simpler any other way, but let's do this. Oh, shit. Gotcha. Dot metrics. Okay. It was not, but now it is. So, mock Biomapper, that's all. Do we need here? Biomapper log. We don't actually need this. Biomapper. Like this. I don't want to do this. Our mock contract in SDK, the mock Biomapper, will deploy the Biomapper log contract, and I don't want to do it because we don't need Biomapper log now. Current generation. I need this. I don't need this function. Is unique. I do need this function. Need generation, of course, but without Biomapper log. Errors and this stuff. And I don't want to limit. Great, simple now. Let me pause the screen sharing. Yes, yes. Let's get back to it. I just set my chain to testnet 5. Humanode testnet 5. So, firstly, we need to look into the audience. Oh, I want to make sure the audience is still with us. I'm still with you. Let's compile it. Nice. I'm not unique. Nice. Looks like I removed something that I shouldn't remove. What's up? Aha. It is not aha. Valid for value. Nah. Yes. I just bamboozled myself. I need to have some bio token. And the bio token is a very long number. Let's take it from SDK, because I don't have some more. Looks like nice bio token to have. So the mock contract is working now. Then we can actually deploy this airdrop. So what do we need? Airdrop token address. Let's see. We have this nice 𝐤𝐧𝐶20, our glorious 𝐤𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬, which just mirrors your normal 𝐤𝐬𝐬, but it's 𝐤𝐧𝐶20. The address is this. Biomapper address. This one. Amount per claim, let's say 100. And the only problem is that this smart contract does not have money on them. So let's make some changes, I guess. We can take our 𝐤𝐻𝐶20 not from the smart contract, but from some account. 𝐤𝐻𝐶20. Let's call it Vault. And just Vault. And our Vault would be custom to 𝐤𝐻𝐶20 of this Vault address. And when we actually make this and say transfer from, we can say that this is from Vault. Okay. So here we go again. Airdrop token address is 𝐤𝐻𝐻𝐸HMND. Biomapper address is this. Amount per claim is 100. It is in 𝐤𝐻𝐻𝐸. It will be fine. I don't know. Root. Vault address. Vault address is actually this. We successfully deployed our smart contract. And the last thing that we should do is actually we need to send the approve into the 𝐤𝐻𝐶20 itself. Oh. I will need some 𝐤𝐻𝐶20 interface. I can take it from like Zeppelin. Token 𝐤𝐻𝐶20. 𝐤𝐻𝐶20. Nice. Now, let's say that for our 𝐤𝐧𝐸, which is 𝐤𝐻&D, we wanna to have this total supply or works and balance of me is some number. Great. For now, we do need to make the approve call, and spender is our airdrop contract, and the value is something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is one HMD. Let's have it like this. Actually, let's have it like this. So let's see. I will pause the screen sharing for a second again to check if I have some accounts. Okay, I have some accounts. So let's use this and ask to my Huawei needs to be connected. 5C. Oh my god. Thanks, Unix. Active. Aha. No. No. And I lost everything. Good. It was not good. Why? Just why? Aha. Now I have both of them. Okay, let's deploy it one more time. Sure. 𝐤𝐧𝐸, this one, right. Next. I mock Biomapper. mock Biomapper deploy. Good. Check uniqueness. The hell is check uniqueness? Ah, not what I need to do. This is by airdrop. I can address this one. Biomapper address this one. Biomapper claim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 17, 18, 19. It's like 10. Okay. Make it 100. No. Voltages. My God. Voltages is this account. And now we need to say that this here we go again. 1, 2, 6. Let's make it 1,000. And now claim. Sure, because I'm not biomapped. But I can, let's this one. Now we are biomapped. Can we claim? I have 15 and I get my 100. So this is the airdrop. Can I claim again? No, I cannot claim again. So this is, it just works. Dev can biomap the address without scanning the biometrics, lol. Sure, because that's our mock contract from our SDK. I deployed it on testnet, on the testnet 5. So I could test it, I could develop it, change something. Yes. Any questions? Let me check. Don't I miss something? Well, let's wrap up this workshop then. Thank you for having me.